Hey guys, GeoPat92 here. Today I'll be answering Geo Smashin's geocaching tag game 5 questions. So first of all, where did you get that name? Number one. When I started geocaching, I picked for my geocaching name I picked Patrick Walsh 92. Patrick Walsh being my name, 92 being the year I was born in. I know, real creative, right? So the more I started geocaching, the more I was like, wow, this is kind of really long to write. So then I was just like, hey, I looked it up. You could change it, and I was like, Geopat92 sounds great, and then it stuck from there. And that's my geocaching name on YouTube. I want to use that. Somebody already taken it, so there's another Geopat92 out there somewhere, and so I had to do geocaching Pat92 for my YouTube channel. All right, question number 2: how did you find out about geocaching? I went to Howling Horror Nights this one time with my friends, which if you don't know what it is, it's like a Halloween event here at Universal Studios. Where you go through haunted houses and stuff, and we had time to kill outside of the parks before it started, and my friends were like, oh, we just heard about this thing, and somewhere on these signs around here, we have to like take a picture of it, and then like you find it online. And so I was like, it was kind of a bad description, but I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. So cut to maybe 2 years later, my freshman year in college, and I'm sitting up one night bored. Charlie Brown 1209, if you know him, was my roommate at the time, and I just looked. I was just like, I want to look that up. Like that sounded really cool. So I didn't really know what to search. So I just Googled like things you find in the world because I really didn't know what it was. So eventually I found geocaching, and I searched my zip code, and there was one 500 feet from my dorm room. So we were like, let's go do this right now. It was like midnight, so we walked out. There was like nobody around. And it was actually, we came up to a phone booth, and we're looking for like, online it looked like some like a Tupperware thing. So we're looking for like a big Tupperware thing. We're like, where the heck is this? We finally found it. It was one of those magnetic fake plates that looks like an electrical plate stuck on the phone booth, and we thought it was the coolest thing ever, and we were hooked from there. Alright, so question number 3. Who is your favorite geocaching blogger? A lot of people have already said geocaching spoilers, Sven, which he definitely was the one that I started with, because you go on YouTube and you pretty much search anything unique in geocaching, you're going to find his videos. And they are really cool, and I love them. But I wouldn't say my favorite. Then I started watching, the first vlog I started watching was MN Geocaching, Josh. I'm sure you guys all know him. Started this great geocache network. Awesome. And he just drew me in because they were fun, and just his cast of characters as kids, and he introduced me every time. It was fun. And I don't know, you just can't help but, he's just so happy and excited about everything that you can't help but want to watch every episode, which I would always follow him. So I'd say when I started, he was my favorite. Now, I have to say my favorite right now is the Geo Swede. Frederick, you're awesome. I love your videos. He just takes it to a whole new level. There's so many vlogs out there now, and they're great. What I like about his is he's just so intense. If you saw the one, the striptease geocaching one, he literally climbed this pole with his hands and feet way up. He just did a 5-5 underwater, not scuba diving, but snorkeling way down deep under this old potato cellar geocache. They're just crazy, and I think it's fun. I love the language barrier. It's in a different language and does the cool little captions on the bottom. I think that's really cool, and he's just a great guy. So Frederick, you're my favorite. Alright, so question number 4. What is your favorite geocache? And to me, this is the hardest question out of all 5 because it's something that's constantly changing. It's from probably early on when I started caching, my favorite was, I did a 5-5 nighttime Warago, which I have a video of. Check it out. And we met up with new geocachers for the first time. It was really cool. It was all night long. It was our first 5-5. That was my favorite back then. But now, probably my most recent favorite, if there's a YouTube channel, I think it's pretty new, Gadget Caches. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's seriously really cool. And he has one where you go up and it looks like a library, and there's just a black bolt and a red bolt, and you have to figure out to pull up your car and put your jumper cables on, and once you do, the cache will pop out of the chimney. I just think that's the most creative thing ever. He has a lot of other cool ones with balloons and stuff, just really crazy stuff. They're really cool. So right now, that's probably my favorite. It's always changing. It's seriously always changing. I'm sure I'll have a new one tomorrow. So, alright, question number 5. Who do I want to tag next? A lot of people have been tagged. There's so many people I'd want to tag. Probably right now, though, as far as I know, he hasn't been tagged yet. I mentioned him earlier in the video. The Geo Swede, Frederick, I'm tagging you. I think you'll make a great video. I'd love to hear from you. So, thanks, guys. These questions were fun. Thanks everybody else for doing their questions. It's also been a lot of fun to watch you and learn about you. And I hope you enjoyed my adventures. We'll see you next time.